If you can't write a happy song, you probably write lyrics first. If people tell you you write a lot of sob songs and you'd like to change that, I've got a few tips to help you out. The way we write has a really strong influence on what we write. Songs are made up of 4 basic elements. There's chords, melody, lyrics, and rhythm, or vibe, you might call it. The vibe is what average listeners attribute to a particular kind or style of music, like rock or pop or country or dungeon synth. We could sing sad lyrics over a high energy vibe, and the message of the lyrics would totally change. And the same is true going the other way. You could put a happy lyric over sad musical vibes, and sometimes you even get sarcasm when you do this. So what this means is that lyrics can't overthrow the mood in the music. These 2 elements work together, this music and the lyrics, to ultimately create what I'm calling the character of the song. So if you want to expand the lyrical themes that you write in your songs, try approaching a song from your instrument or a drum track instead of just the lyrics alone. Now, if you're not the kind of player that you could just whip out a funky groove, you can even just start with something as simple as tempo. Just snap your fingers and imagine what the bass player is doing, right? Dun 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 dun, right? And just kind of sing something rhythmic to yourself. Get used to pretending that you're a player. Now, you can speed up this tempo, and if I try to sing that same bass riff, it's going to be a little bit frantic, maybe a little crazy. I'm going to sing a melody over the top that might feel good at that tempo. Now, what's happening here is I'm singing shorter phrases and shorter notes, and some of these notes are anticipating the downbeat, which means they're coming before the downbeat. And that gives this whole thing a lot of energy. So when you're trying to write happy, particularly when it comes to melodies, bring that rhythmic sense that you bring from your idea of what a bass player might play into your melodies. And this way you'll avoid singing such long notes and long phrases all the time that are going to relax the song and maybe bring it down to a different character, more maybe reflective or sad kind of character. But the point here is just play with rhythm. Instead of spending hours on lyric content and committing yourself to an idea, you're spending a few moments just with vibe and letting go of a vibe right away if it's not doing it for you. Now, when we're thinking vibe, we don't have to be changing chords every measure or 2 or be a super funky player. In fact, it's helpful to just stay on the same chord a while and just to break the habit of changing chords every measure for 4 bars, which is something that we singer-songwriters tend to do. We pick up our instrument and we just go right back to the familiar. Now, if thinking in this way puts you face to face with your instrumental skills, then great. Okay, people who write songs vibe first or rhythm first, they tend to be instrumentalists. They identify with being connected to their instrument. But even if you're not great on your instrument, you really can listen for these different vibes from songs you hear and artists you like and translate those vibes onto your instrument. You don't have to play them well. You just have to capture the spirit. So, for example, Sabrina Carpenter's song, Espresso, might go, and it's not like the song, really, but it gets me into kind of a rhythmic feel, you know? Right? And it kind of gets me, okay, I can feel the energy now. And if I drag that back even further, I might, if I don't play seventh chords or I don't know what those are, I can just simplify it and play just block chords. Right? And I might first listen to that song to kind of prime my ears to how the melody is pacing over the top of a rhythm like that, or chords that move at that rate, right? The point is you just play enough to feel it. Play enough to feel it, to get yourself to write it. And then put the instrument down. Now that you've got it, you can save the critique if you're playing for when you're actually practicing, right? Now's the time to then take that vibe and continue writing the song. Now, finally, you can just write over the top of vibes of your favorite artists that they're already creating. So you can bring the starts of your songs, no matter if they seem like sad sob songs or not, to an instrumentalist who does have some harmonic rhythm going on for them. They could be a co-writer that helps you to hear your song in a different light. They bring a new character to the tune. Don't tell them that you think it sounds like a sad sob song. Just say, hey, I was thinking something like this, and get a tempo going and give them a little bit of a vibe. It's likely that they won't be able to tell that you wrote it from a position of reflection or hesitation or down in the dumps, and the whole lyric will take on a new character. Free yourself up. Don't worry so much about copying other people's vibes, tempos, harmonic rhythms. These things are consistent among songs after songs after songs. They're not necessarily unique to anyone's song. So let it help you start your tune and then take that template, set it aside, and go down your own road. I hope this helps you break open a whole new sound for yourself and makes your next happy song super fun to write. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. If you want more for your day-to-day songwriting process, I encourage you to check out the 30-Day Songwriter. That's a course that I designed to help songwriters move through 30 days of intense tools, practice, and wild creativity unleashing. If you want to check that out, just click the link and I'll see you in there.